Are you a network marketer who's oftentimes just completely drained physically by the people in your business? Does the idea of having to train lots and lots of people to grow their business with you, does that de-energize you completely? Well, I've got a really great video for you right now. In this video that you're about to watch, I break down the strengths report of a network marketer who is really struggling with the people in their life and business. They sent me their strengths report and shared some frustrations with me. And they asked me, how can I build my business when the people in my people business drain me? So in this video, you will watch me break down their strengths report and give them great tips and perspectives on how to do things more authentically to help them grow their network marketing business consistently with more energy and joy. By the way, on this channel, I help network marketers and coaches build their life and business in a way that is authentic to who they are, using their infinitely unique strengths. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell for more. Now, on to the video. Number one strengths report we're going to look at today is learner. Number two, input, peanut butter and jelly. Responsibility. Number four, relator. Okay. Number five, analytical. Six, achiever. Number seven, belief. Number eight, numero ocho, connectedness. Number nine, intellection. And number 10, futuristic. All right. Okay, we've got five strategic thinking strengths. Executing. Three executing strengths. It's not uncommon, but I personally don't see it very often, which is a dominant strategic thinker with a secondary executing, which means that this person loves to think, learn, create, and then go make sure things are done the right way. These are all one person centric, right? This is it. This is like if you look at these strengths, this is not a person who needs a lot of people. All right. So no surprise that relator is number four. This is not a person that needs a lot of people, right? But here's why, because look at this. You don't need a whole lot of people to strategically think, and you don't need a whole lot of people to get things done. A good strategy would be to get a lot of people to do things so that more things can get done. All right, as long as I don't have to talk to them all. That's what this person would say, right? As long as I don't have to spend very much time with all of them. I would rather just connect with maybe one or two, and that's it. Okay, so that's just them from a macro. This person from a macro. And if you look at number one, learner, and futuristic number 10, it's like it's like a journey. Okay, you start with learner and move all the way down to futuristic. You're going to find a flow, and the flow goes from, check this out, learning and improving who I am, and then all the way down to number 10, getting closer to a vision of the future that inspires them, the destination that I'm visually inspired by. Do y'all get it? Right? That's pretty cool. All right. So I'm digging on this person right now. This is what I would tell this person if I was coaching them. And let's say I only had an hour with them. All right. I would say, first off, we've only got an hour. So you can put up walls if you want, or you can just let me in right now and we'll make a big impact during this call. It's up to you. Sorry. I'm laughing because I did that. I did that recently and it worked. Man, it worked. Right? This person got helped. And so I would tell this person right out the gate with belief and relator and all these strategic thinking and executing strengths. I would say, look, you can put up walls if you want, but we've only got an hour. So I asked this person, what is it you want to use your strengths to do right now? Here's the strategic thinker. So I got a book. All right. I got a lot of information from this person. So here we go. All right. So we've got a person who's building a business with doTERRA. All right. So this person says, I'm a silver with only one committed builder on my front line. I've focused on myself and my needs. There you go. Of course. Right. We knew that. This person focuses on themselves and their needs, which is awesome. Okay, it works. I focused on myself and my needs and learning how to build my doTERRA business instead of training my team. All right, no surprise there. Focusing only on themselves and not training their team. No surprise there. I have always been independent. No surprise there. And I'm definitely a responsible business owner of my own destiny. Do you get it? See, I'm telling you right now, this person is very like inside, like internally centric. All right. I'm the business owner of my own destiny, but leadership has not been my strength. And I need to develop leadership mindset to thrive in an MLM business model. I don't want to manage. I just want to inspire. It gets weird. It gets a bit weird when I'm this on, it gets a little weird. But, when I first realized I could do this, I rejected that. It scared me. It scared me that I would know that much about a person just by looking at their strengths. It made me kind of nervous and I backed off. I don't know if you've all heard the story, but I backed off. This was 2.5 years ago. I backed off. I said, I'm not doing this. Actually, it was like a year ago, maybe a year and a half. I backed off, said, I'm not going to do this. And for 2 days, I didn't talk about strengths with anybody. I didn't meet with anybody, didn't coach anybody. And the problem for me was like for me, I didn't want to be like some kind of a freaking, like, I didn't want to be a tarot card reader. Okay. No slight against tarot card readers. It's just not what I wanted for me. I wanted to empower people. I wanted to get people going and teach them how to do that. And when I realized it was like I was reading people's fortunes, I freaked out. But the problem for me was that in those 2 days that I said I wasn't going to do this, it was all I could think about. So let's get back to this person because it's all I can think about now is helping them. All right. So obviously this person's got an issue with leadership, right? So they're confusing leadership with having to connect with a bunch of people. That's what's happening. Do you understand? This person is confusing having to connect with people with leadership. You don't have to connect with people to lead them. Okay. All you got to do is go down a path and let people know where you're going and ask them if they would like to follow. And that's pretty much it. But follow doesn't mean move into my house and meet my kids and, hear your life story. It doesn't mean that. You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? A good leader would be willing to sit down with people and listen to them, but not have to live with them and everything. Okay. This person's fears about connecting with people is getting in their way of leadership. The thing that I know about a lot of relators is that they think that they're introverted. You're not introverted, relators. You're not introverted. You just have a very high standard of who you talk to. That's it. That's all. There's no introvert there. It's very extroverted, but only with a select couple of people. What gets in this person's way of being a better leader? Number one, thinking that they need to win them over, right? Thinking that they need to get these people to like them. 31, going with the flow gets in this person's way. 32, context, looking at the past, my goodness. 33, competition, comparing themselves. When this person compares themselves, right? I can bet that this person probably looks at other people in doTERRA and sees people hugging and just loving each other where they are and things like that. This person is thinking that they need to be that in order to be successful in doTERRA. I'm telling you right now, that's a load of horse crap. It's horse manure. It smells bad. It's terrible. It's a terrible idea because for you, that's not going to work. See, for me, I'm on a mission to change the game of network marketing, especially because this concept of duplication has been twisted. Okay. You can duplicate what another person does, but stop thinking you can do it their way. And there's a difference between doing what another person does versus doing it their way. There is a difference. And so what gets in this person's way? It's simple. Thinking that they need to be popular, thinking that they need to go with the flow, thinking that their past has anything to do with where they're going, thinking that they need to compare themselves, and thinking that everybody needs to have a say in everything they do. So I asked them, what is it that worries you about your applying your strengths? And this strategic thinker naturally wrote another book. And they said, I'm in a people relationship business, but people exhaust me and drain me. Hey, shocker. I love to teach though, and I have successfully created many unique classes and presentations. You're a brain. You have a lot of information that are going to help a lot of people. But the follow-up, the phone calls, the emails, the texts, social media, the coaching drains me to my limits. I require lots of time to recharge. Okay, I'm going to get really hard on this person right now. You're not looking at people the way you look at all your information. This is the thing that I help that strategic thinkers you all suffer with. You think people aren't as interesting. The people that you want to talk to aren't as interesting as the books you read. You really think that, especially if you're a relator. You seriously think that the people that you need to call and prospect and in your business, or the people you want to reach out to or follow up with, and like text messages and calls, this person thinks that all the people they need to mentor are not as interesting as their books. I'm gonna kick this person in the ass right now. Stop doing that. You're killing yourself by thinking people aren't as interesting as the books that you read or the webinars you create. That's what's draining you. They said, I require lots of time to recharge. Of course, strategic and executing things are what I can do all day long. You understand what I'm saying? If they can do strategic thinking and executing all day long, it's time to apply that towards other people. The relationship building and influencing are not as interesting to me and can wipe me out. Okay. So here's my advice to this person, and then we're going to move on. The strategic thinking and executing desires you have are awesome, and they have brought massive value to you and the people around you. Stop thinking that they're any different when it comes to talking to people or moving people forward. It can be just as interesting, right? It can be just as interesting if you choose to look for it. It can be just as productive if you choose to look for it. Here's a person who's probably a pretty strong leader. I don't even know. I have no idea who this person is, who is ultimately holding themselves back because of choices that they are making about what relationship building and influencing actually is. All right, that's it. I'm going to wrap up on that one. I hope you all got a lot of value from that. This person triggered me a little bit. I hope you enjoyed that, and I've got many more coming. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll see you at the next video.